Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'd like to welcome you to the top 8 feature match in YGOverdose 4th Dueling Network Tournament. I'm joined today by Marshall Mcallister, you might know him as Dark World Mofo, Nate Soowal, and the top 2 finisher at YCS Miami, Elijah Gersten. Why don't you guys say hello?
What's going on, guys? Dark World Mofo here, aka Marshall.
Hey, it's Elijah.
Hey everybody, Nathan here, everyone's favorite duelist, obviously. Just kidding.
So we're watching this feature match between Mike Steinman and Jesse Ericson. Jesse Ericson is using a Karakuri deck modeled off of Desmond Johnson's Karakuri deck that he topped with at YCS Miami, and Mike Steinman is using a Fire Fist deck. You guys have seen their lists. What do you guys have to say about their decks and your predictions about this matchup?
I think we should start with the Fire Fist deck list.
Yeah, definitely, because his card choices are very odd. He has a lot of monsters that seem to clog up the hand, especially with like the cards and the tour guys. And the really heavy trap lineup with the triple Phoenix chain main.
I think it's really interesting.
It's
play any of the Tencent Fire Fist trap.
Yeah, right.
I personally I don't think those cards are good. I think all those traps are.
What, the Tencent or the cards that he's using?
No, the Fire Fist traps, I think they're all terrible.
I agree.
I think they just suck.
It appears he came to the same conclusion as you.
I think at most I would run only the one Tencent, and that would be, again, at most.
I think I play one.
Only 3 monsters, by the way. Only 3 normal monsters.
Oh, so he uses the 2 rabbits just with the werewolves?
Yep.
Yeah, just the...
Did any of you read Jason Grabermeyer's article about that on TCG Player?
Yeah, I did not.
I did not.
Well, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'll say that he made a case for using just the 3 normal monsters, and he based it off of the statistical probability of it backfiring, and it versus backfiring, I guess, the other way, where you draw too many normals, etc.
Right.
And
yeah, but is drawing, the other one would be the 1900 guy, right?
Yeah.
So is drawing that card that bad in this deck anyway? Like, I mean, it's just 2000, and you could DDV it if you want.
Well,
I guess he's not playing DDV, but you could. It's an option.
Well, the thing
I'm a
is,
fan of that.
especially since, I mean, here we are in a new format, and windups are no longer a thing. I think the utility in using DDV, like, it just isn't there so much anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but still, 2000, beat stick is pretty good. I mean, it's okay. It's not great, but
It all depends, because if you think about it, Steinman's build is already playing a heavy monster lineup, so him adding 3 more vanillas and taking out
you could just cut the 2 tour guides with no targets.
Well, yeah.
Those are bananas. I can't.
I mean, I don't mind the tour guide so much when I run the rabbit, but I don't like that if I don't have a second pair of normal monsters to search out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I don't really
You could even run something like Night Assailant.
Yeah.
To couple with the tour guide, give it more value, but I don't know.
Not for nothing. I mean, I hate to drag another duelist into these guys' feature match, but have any of you guys watched Giovanni Del Moral's matches today?
I have. I watched maybe 2, I think.
Did you notice that in the place of the second set of normal monsters, he played 3 Sabersaurs instead of...
I did. I saw that, and I really like it, and the reason being...
Yeah, that's probably awesome, actually. Yeah.
Is that the first turn Logia play with a few set is just... It's just one of the best opening moves in the game. And it's smart for him to do that, because if he opens a rabbit and a Tenkai, he can just go Logia, set a few, wait the next turn, activate a Tenkai. Let's say he still has a Logia negation, and he has a bear next turn. I mean, that's almost good game for his opponent.
Well,
I honestly don't like it too much, because I think one of the reasons the normals aren't that bad in the deck is because you can play Tensu and just summon them and go into Tiger Key anyways. But if you get stuck with like 1 Sabersaurus in hand and not a second one, it's just a 19 vanilla, like it does nothing.
well, I mean, you got to be considerate of the fact that when you're making that second normal summon, it's after you've made that first normal summon of what is presumably your Beast Warrior or whatever, but you could just do that the other way around. You can summon the Sabersaurus and then use that Tensu on the Beast Warrior, and then you might not go into the 22 Fire Exceed, but you could go into something else.
You go Black Ship or anything with utility and value.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I wouldn't venture to guess at this point which way you would go, but I did notice that because he's running a lack of tens. I think it's Tensen, the trap one. Then you're not so committed to the whole Beast Warrior aspect of it, and I thought Sabersaurus was a much better 1900 than Vorse Raider.
Right. I don't know why we're still talking about him, but he's the only one who went undefeated today, isn't he?
Yeah, 7-0. That's not an easy thing. I hate, like I said, I hated to bring them into this match, but these guys are playing pretty slow. I wish there was more to say about what they were doing.
Here's a strong start.
That's a very strong start.
It's fortunate for him that he didn't draw any conflicting cards there.
Heavy Storm Rabbit's pretty good with 3 back rows.
Have any of you?
His opponent only had 1 back row, but
yeah. But
have any of you watched Jesse's games?
I have not.
I haven't. I watched the other Karakuri player for a little bit early on, but I haven't watched any of this guy, so I'm not sure.
I don't want to say this with utmost confidence, but I think up until maybe round 4 or so, he was undefeated in games, and then I think soon thereafter retained that undefeated streak. Every time I talked to him after a round, he just said the deck was busted.
You're talking about the Karakuri guy?
Yeah, the Karakuri guy.
You said he was 2-0ing all his opponents?
Yes.
Do any of you know what he searched out last time with this guy? Did he just search out the Nishi?
He searched out the Nishi.
Not for nothing. I mean, OTKs aside, I love Karakuris.
Oh, I've actually been testing him a fair amount for the new format, and I found their worst matchup is actually Fire Fist. That's one of the reasons I thought this matchup would be really interesting.
Why would that? Are you just saying the plethora of traps?
They have a lot of back rows, and if they go rabbit, they can go rabbit into Tiger King and then stop my Naturia Beast and my 2 burritos, so that I can't draw anymore during my next turn. My Naturia Beast doesn't work. So
that's pretty good, actually.
It's really annoying. They freeze all my monsters and set 3 back rows, and there's not too much I can do at that point besides swing away and hope they run Mirror Force.
And traps hurt him a lot, and Steinman's playing 13 all defensive traps.
So it's a heavy trap lineup on top of the Tiger King, so I thought it would be a pretty interesting match.
Yeah.
How do you guys like Karakuri Anatomy?
It's been really hit and miss when I played it. Like, sometimes it's just a +1, it's really nice, and sometimes you just draw it and it takes like 3 turns to set up and it doesn't do too much.
What do you think the chances he has I guess he's going for Meat Star. Could have gone Black Rose there. No, he doesn't play Garbons. Never mind.
Have any of you guys tried a not so OTK'd? Whoa.
What?
Is that a disconnect?
Oh,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it just disconnected.
Oh, dude, he's gonna bitch about that.
So Simon sides Cyber Dragons, which I don't think the other guy's expecting because no one really sides that anymore.
Right.
Simon?
That could be a blowout. You get like 2 or 3 guys on it.
Why don't you guys take a look at?
Yeah, you mean Michael? You mean Michael, not Simon? But, okay. Yeah, he does side the Cyber Dragons. That's pretty good. He has the Chimera tech as well in the extra deck. Let's see, does Thunder King do anything against this deck? Yeah, probably.
Karakuris? Yeah. Thunder King's a big deal.
Yep. Okay. So
Thunder King, Cyber Dragons. That's about it.
Maybe
the other guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Deep Injured Saw. Sorry.
The other guy's probably fighting in Decree.
Yeah, the other guy's definitely bringing in Decree.
You guys want to be more specific and less rambly? Like, don't say the other guy. Say Jesse or Mike.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jesse, the Karakuri guy. Jesse he has 2 degrees in his sideboard, so those will be coming in.
Yeah. He's most likely signing in Snowman's and Mirror Forces as well.
And taking out.
Probably the
Venus Chain is probably pretty shitty.
Venus Chain and the Karakuri Anatomy. I mean, it's good, but it's really not needed. Game 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's an easy card to take out.
Maybe a third E-Telly. Just in case.
Michael is probably taking out Lances because they trade.
Oh, they're playing. They're playing.
They are? They started? Oh, yeah.
Ooh, the one warning.
Yep, Jesse with the warning for the Black Rose. It's pretty sweet.
I just realized he isn't playing into Starlight Road.
He doesn't?
No.
You know, ironically, if you guys ever checked out the data analysis video from the 3rd tournament, a lot of Fire Fist players were in that tournament. If you looked at the trend between the 2nd and 3rd, they were taking out Starlight Road from their main deck, whereas wind-up players were putting Starlight Road into their main deck. And I'm not entirely certain. Like I understand why that trend happened, but I think that that's also true here, where like people, if they weren't cutting Starlight Road altogether, then they were certainly going down from 2 to 1, and often none, which is, you know.
Do you think Jesse cut Pot of Avarice? Because I think Black Rose is like his one way into winning this game.
I don't think so. Pot of Avarice is really easy to get wide with this deck.
Yeah, I would think that he would keep it.
I know in windups it's like one of the first cards to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's also because a lot of times you're siding in, you know, D-fissures.
Yeah.
Well, even when you're not, it's still...
I mean, it's one of the cards that you can cut, but, I mean...
Yeah.
But he's also got the anatomies, right? Like, I mean, I imagine there are quite a few cards that you can touch before you get to the...
Oh, that's the degree. Yep, that was awesome.
That could be a huge game changer.
He saw it. Oh, he saw it's 2 degrees.
Searches out the cash.
Cash.
I've never been a fan of this card.
It's just nice because of like that anatomy, you get a free switch right there.
Yeah.
And then if you combo off, you get the second like you switch Nishibachi, and that's 2 right there.
But he kept in the anatomy. I want to know what he sided out.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious what he sided out as well.
I think it was Pot of Avarice. I do think it was Pot of Avarice. That was one of the cards he sided it out.
I just can't really see that.
You just don't need it though to combo. It's the same thing. You don't need it. Like, it's obviously good for refilling, but like once you combo off, you win. You don't really need to Pot of Avarice after that. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's about as good as it gets. Yeah, there you go.
That's game.
Well,
I think Mike's still gonna win this game. Like this whole match. Just my prediction.
well, that would be bittersweet. You know that I mean, don't.
Yeah.
I go into this completely unbiased, but once something happens like that, which, you know, you do get the sense that it wasn't intentional, etc., that if he could walk away and not feel embittered because of it, you know, I prefer that to the opposite case, which is, you know, him walking away feeling like he lost because he got disconnected, etc.
What was Jesse at when he scooped?
I think he was high.
I thought he was at like 45. I don't see a reason to scoop before you see your next draw when you're not about to get OTK'd.
Nah.
He had taken 36 that game.
I mean,
so he was at 44. Like, he had plenty of life.
I mean, if it's not clear to the people who are watching this now, I mean, it's clear to all of us. You know, Jesse just fell asleep after his round 6. He's been asleep for like 2 hours. Like, I bet he's still pretty tired, and he just wants to get it over with.
Yeah, that could be a reason.
He also could have had one of those hands where there was no card that he could draw, where, you know, he gets out of that situation. Especially in that kind of Karakuri build where there's like a couple like odd choice, not odd choice, but just not great draws. So you guys think they're keeping their mains or their sides intact?
I think if I'm Jesse, I go back to my main board, just completely, like just be as consistent as possible. If he's on the play or he's playing first, I don't know. That's what I would do.
I think he should go back to his main, but take out the two decrees.
Whoa, what?
You mean side in the 2 decrees?
No,
Yeah.
I like the Phoenix chains on the play. Like if he gets to go off and then set the chain, like that's.
Yeah, I agree. Because one of the things you're going to lose to, from my testing at least, is if they open Rabbit and go Tiger King and then shut off all your guys' effects.
Oh,
You just change that with any 3.
Yeah, this is exactly.
Yeah, it
what
looks like it sounds pretty solid.
Busted.
Probably a solid point. This guy's a tuner, right?
Yeah. The Ninishi.
Mike also does not main or side any hand traps, so he's just good to go off. Nothing you can do to stop it.
So he's gonna what? Go into the level 8 and the spell negator. I can't think of the names.
I think he goes level 8, level 7, draw 2, and then like make a Stardust or something like that.
Wait, what? Why?
But no, he's probably just gonna search that. I don't know. He plays the 5-star one, right? 1 second.
I was thinking he would go.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go and get that 5-star one with his 8-star.
Okay, yeah, he could.
3-star on switch, draw card.
Yeah, okay.
What? Hold up. Why wouldn't you not go? Search out merchant. Bring out the or summon the merchant. Bring out the level 8. Search out strategist. Change, draw, and then go into Naturia.
Just because he's tired.
I also you don't know what his hand is. He could easily have a.
Oh well, I guess
Fusions or something in there.
I was gonna say it's probably better. Never mind. If he has like traps, and this is even better too because you draw twice. Never mind.
Yeah,
I take back my play.
There was a 5-star in there. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I didn't know that either.
It plays really nicely for stuff like this.
I guess my ignorance of the build is really bad. Like affecting my ability to make quality.
I hope he doesn't end like this, because he'd be a lot better off ending with 1 innate Cherry Beast.
I was just gonna ask if you ran an instant
awesome.
fusion.
Yeah, like I said, he probably has instant fusion in there.
It's busted.
Yeah, I told it. I called it Stardust, or maybe he just makes another one of these guys. No, he just makes Stardust for sure.
Yeah, Stardust.
Stardust. Yep.
Yeah.
This seems unbeatable.
So who said Steinman was winning?
That was me, but then I also said that he would sign back into his regular notebook. So.
You think he's got a decree down?
No, it's Solemn Judgment and Phoenix Chain. He opened the nuts.
He told you that?
No, that's my prediction.
First story out, I'm going to go MST and Phoenix. Those seem like a great thing.
No,
Like I said,
it's the best 2 possible cards. It's Solemn Judgment.
He just wants.
like I said, if he goes Rabbit
It
to
could just
Tiger
be
King,
boring too.
yeah, Rabbit to Tiger King, if those are both dead, pretty good right now, because he can't draw his burritos and Stardust can stop this stuff.
Yeah, but he could just attack. Well,
Yeah, I'm saying if he has like, see, like I said, that could be. I hope one of those is a warning.
oh wow, that's embarrassing.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
that's
upset.
awesome.
Oh, he's upset.
That's
That's probably a senior set, and he's gonna have to feast. Oh,
That's insane, dude.
That is
Like
great.
was probably just laughing this whole time.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, okay, combo off, who cares?
this is. Yeah, I feel like one of those is a Venus. She's gonna have to Venus shit just to attack over it. But at this point,
That's still not bad. It's like Stardust is still a good card. Maybe he does have the decree set.
I feel like he kept in the decrees. I don't know why.
I mean, probably because he's playing against Fire Fists and they're busted against Fire Fists.
yeah, I'm kind of feeling. I feel like he definitely butted decrees and kept him in.
Alright, well.
We'll
Guess
see
not.
what this.
Alright, so back to my original prediction about Mike winning.
Yeah, they'd be like, all right, even if he Venus changes and runs over, he's only negligent with a Stardust on board versus Fire Fist, which is still a pretty solid board to have.
That's very true. It depends.
Stardust backer, Stardust man. That's pretty good.
I mean, keep in mind that. Oh well, never mind. Actually, no, I'll wait. I was gonna say that he still has tanky plays for days.
Yeah, but like you just get spared, you can just negate with Stardust.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean like. Oh well, all right. I was thinking more like, okay, I think it's a decree and something stupid set, and that this attack is gonna go through. I wasn't thinking that there was gonna be a Phoenix chain, and then I was just thinking like,
Oh, I was assuming both of those. I was assuming one was a Phoenix chain.
No, I think that's a mistake.
Well, I don't know. The guy kind of paused when he summoned Cyber Dragon, like thinking if he could do anything.
Do you attack here? I actually probably would have brought this out in defense mode. Just like set my back rows.
Well, I don't know. Karakuri doesn't really play Mirror Force of Prison, so I wouldn't really hear that.
Yeah, but does he know that? Like, is that just something you should assume?
I don't know. I feel like Steinman's pretty up to date on the meta, and that's not really what Karakuri would play. But then again, it's the start of a new format, so.
Jesse just asked me if that was on his deck list. That's funny.
I don't blame him.
You have to be pretty ballsy to use a Cyber Dragon in a Chimera attack in a recorded feature match. If it
Right.
wasn't on his deck.
Just to confirm, you guys are looking at it right now. You can tell me? Does he have it in his?
Yes.
Yes.
Plays one of his extra deck.
All right.
Yup.
We would have said something.
And by the way, I would have attacked.
Mirror Force.
What?
I told you all.
Alright.
Well, I heard a bunch of fiendish chains. I heard nothing about Mirror Force.
Maybe at the
I definitely would have brought that out in defense mode.
Okay, but then it's defense is 0, right?
Yeah, I got that.
You got that
No,
now?
is it 0? I thought it was 3,000. No.
No.
Okay.
We kept the decree.
Oh my god, that's
He's still in
bananas.
this game.
And I told you, Nate.
Alright, I'm just gonna go into my corner now.
It's just a random Mirror Force. It worked out though.
Like I said, he probably sided 2 in because I know he side decks 2.
Yeah, I mean it's Fire Fists. Like you want decree. Ooh.
And he kept in the lane. That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's just another card to get Nature Beasted.
Ericson is not very happy right now.
Not at all.
And you know what? Now that Thunder King matters.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking work now because there's no real way to get over that without using 2 cards. Or I guess he could like Psychic Commander Ram, but
It's like a Commander Ram and then Forbidden Plants the next one. That's what he would do.
Hey, you guys want to hear an interesting story?
Sure.
Thanks, Nate.
I guess.
So there was an event, I think it was Ohio, which is like, let me back up. So there was a time when no one used Karakuri like at all, and I discovered them and I was like, what? They're great, and I love them. And this was back when like plants were a big thing, and there was an event in Columbus that, like, I mean, ever since I quit playing competitively, I'll still show up at a YCS like once a year, like randomly. And this was that YCS, and my teammate Anthony Alvarado and I ran Karakuri, and we also convinced Jeff Jones to use it. Jeff was the only one that wound up topping that event, but like I was the person who first put Gen X Neutron in the deck, which is like how Jeff was able to popularize it and stuff. Anyway. So I went around and I was like, man, this card's so great and no one's ever thought of it and putting it in Karakuri, da-da-da. And I was like, between Merchants and Gen X Neutrons and 3 Duality, it's great. It's like you have a Stratos. It's perfect. And
Was that when Gen X Neutron just came out?
I mean,
This is when Dark World first came out, right?
it was right when Dark World came out.
This is like the first event, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, I mean, I just made like, I mean, but I knew nothing about the metagame, right? Like I didn't know plants were a big thing. I was just looking
Neutron,
at,
yeah.
Karakuri by themselves. And then when I went to that event, I discovered that everyone was main decking 3 Thunder King, and it was really bad to run 3 Merchant and 3 Neutron with 3 dualities when everyone's running 3 Thunder King.
Yeah, that'll be a problem.
That's my story. That's really it. Just, a lesson to any of the watchers, make sure you do your research on the metagame, because even busted
You better
decks.
know that Kristopher Perovic invented the deck.
Well,
I think that was the main point of the story.
no, the main point of the story was that Thunder King is suddenly relevant. That's how I thought of it.
Oh, that's the theme?
Yeah.
That's what you want people to think the main point of the story is, but really he's saying, this guy's actually running my deck on top of it.
Yeah.
Sure. Well.
Why is he?
Because 19 crashed.
Oh, he attacked with Thunder King? I thought he attacked with
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I'll tell you this. I also did make up another Karakuri thing that no one ever did before. So, before me, no one ever thought to summon merchants in main phase 2.
Not even going to be subtle about it. I'm just going to brag about your...
Nope, I made it up. And...
All right.
I, since we're bragging, played Giant Rat.
All right.
When they had Rescue Cat, I had top 32 nats. So, I was the first person to do that. And it was not good. I just didn't have Ember's Blade.
Is that a real story?
Yeah, I think you were there, Elijah, so.
I don't think I was, actually. No, I definitely wasn't. My first Nats was the one on top of the plants.
So, Elijah, while we're waiting for them to do something, tell me something I already know too much about. How does second place feel?
Not as good as first. Not as good as first.
Well, you wouldn't know what first feels like.
I almost got first at one of these. So
Almost doesn't count.
All right.
I'm not too upset with second.
Did you guys agree to split before? Actually, I don't even know what are prizes nowadays.
They're honestly not very good. I got an iPad, the super prize card, and the mat.
I don't think it's worth splitting.
And how much is the prize card worth?
I think the super ones are like $350, $400. I sold mine for $250.
Oh my god, that's abysmal.
Yeah, it's not very.
Whoa.
I think the guy sold the ultra one for $600 though. I'm not sure.
Wow. Back in my day, we dealt in crush card viruses, and
Yeah, if you read the prize card, the card's awful.
I don't actually know which prize card it is.
It's like the 3 level 5s, and don't quote me on this because I never actually read it, even though I won it. I think it's like mill 3 from the top of your opponent's deck, and for every monster you hit, destroy a card on their field.
Yeah, and he's like a 30-200 beat stick.
Yeah, it's like 32 3 5. It's actually just awful. Like I wouldn't play it in a single deck.
Wow.
That's why it's worth like nothing. Like crush card, like DTK and stuff like those are good cards. Not the case with
Hey, so any reason, by the way, why he didn't make Black Corn? Does he run it?
Why, who did he play?
yes, he does,
Steinman?
He does Blackhorn.
I think having Thunder King faced up is important.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, well, all of his traps are dead. I guess he wanted it to keep it on
Does he
board.
play?
I mean, just keep in mind that the other guy does run 3 Psychic Commanders and 3 Teleports and 3 Strategists.
Yeah, a negation here and then a way over Warwolf will change the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying it was the proper. I disconnected. Yeah. I'm not saying it was the proper play, but I think he was just thinking, if I go Blackhorn, I have no protection for any of his plays.
Yeah,
This play.
but he only had the 1 card in hand, and he had to draw a second card. He had to make a combo with 2 cards.
Yeah, that's true. Right, I'm back.
I don't know, man. I don't think I would have left that recruiter on board. Oh,
What?
get out of town!
See the MST too?
Wow.
Steinman had the MST? I knew it. Steinman.
Now they're both down to 1 card.
All right. So, by the way, just for the record, that even makes me feel like that was even worse of a misplay. Like if you could have black corned with the torrential MST backup, like, I don't think there's any excuse.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So do I.
Unless there's something I'm missing, and you know, I'd be happy if anyone told me that.
Maybe he just, I don't know. Maybe
I mean, is Thunder King plus protection like better than Flagship plus protection? Or no?
I don't know if he really had like protection though. Whatever he made was gonna die.
Right. At the very least, get in that 1,000 damage, whatever.
Yeah.
And again, put him on having 2 new cards as opposed to just using 1 to combo off with the card that's already on the board. Like he runs like 6 tuners, right? Like level 3 tuners. Whatever,
Yeah.
I guess.
He runs 9, I think. Yeah, 3 strategists, 3 Komachi, and 3 psychic commanders.
So we need Mike to have a warning here, which he doesn't.
Yeah, I think did he already use it this game? No, he didn't. No, wait, what am I talking about?
Giovanni won in the top 8.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Giovanni, how many of these events has he like topped now? Or has he won 2?
Oh my God, he has topped. This is 3. He's 3 for 3. He won the first one he entered. The second one he entered, he lost in top 4, embarrassingly, by the way, to the eventual winner because that guy top decked a heavy storm in like a perfect situation, and here he is undefeated after 7 rounds. This guy is like unstoppable.
Wait, did he?
So he's pretty good, I guess, right?
He won the second one,
Oh,
Yeah.
and then he lost to Yuki on the third one in top 4.
right. But check out what Steinman just did.
That was a
Yeah,
pretty optimal draw.
Yeah.
Wow, Solemn Judgment that's awesome.
Does he have Gaga Cowboy?
Yes, he does.
That is
That
game.
should be game right there, unless Steinman just makes a horrible play. I can't see him doing that though.
Well, if he Flagship, that would have been game for sure. But I think he does have a gap.
He just reveals.
Got one of style.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how do you like that? Mike Steinman comes back after a Game 1 disconnect where he was in complete control, and
You could have just 3-0'd that guy.
he just did 3 on that guy. Wow. Yeah, can we get a round of applause for him? All right, well...
2-0.
Well, listen, Marshall, Nate, and Elijah, I appreciated you guys doing this with me. I'd love to have you back anytime, and, just thanks.
Yeah, thank you. It was really fun to do this. I'm glad I got to help out all day long.
Good match.
Yeah.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, bye.